Yo, what is up? Welcome in. My name is Awesome Guy 4000. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to click on this video. Today, I'm going to be talking about OP items throughout Fortnite's history and why they are not a good thing for the game. I feel like a lot of people in recent times have been saying like OP items as an overpowered items is something that we need more of. And I just don't understand that at all, and I'm gonna get into why they're a bad thing. But before I get into that though, I am actually currently on a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers before August 7th, because on August 7th, season 5 of OG comes out, and I want to be able to get into a private game just by myself with the cube when that comes back, so I can just watch that move around. It's kind of what I used to do in my childhood, so I just kind of want to relive my childhood. But the only way I can do that now, because they took out playground mode, is to get a supported credit code so I can have a custom private game. But the only way to do that is to get 1,000 subs. So if you guys want to help me relive my childhood, please drop a sub, help me get to my 1,000. Let's go. So, OP items in Fortnite. Now, the whole reason I want to do a video on this is because recently Nick830 made this tweet here criticizing the new Superman mythic ability that spawns in, saying it's weak, saying it's not overpowered. We need to add more overpowered items to Fortnite. Now, even just saying that out loud sounds just incredibly stupid to me. Do you know what overpowered even means? Overpowered, throughout all of gaming history, unless it's like an offline game or whatever, has had a negative connotation. Nobody wants to play with an OP weapon. Nobody wants to go against an OP weapon. Playing with an OP weapon feels unjust and killing everybody. It feels unfair. It does not feel satisfying when you actually get the kill. It's too easy. Going against it, that's not fun at all. You don't get happy dying to an OP item and say that was completely fair. There was something I could have done. No, you want to at least have something you could have done to either just run away or actually fight back and deal some damage, not just straight up die and you can't do anything about it. I've heard some people just straight up say we need to add everything, every single OP item into loot pool all at once, be super chaotic. That'd be super fun. No, it would not. I'm sure for some people it'd be super fun just being terrible at the game and killing a few people with the best stuff in the game, having fun. And I'm sure there'd be some other psychos out there that have fun dying by them and be like, that was so fun. I love dying to OP items I had no shot of surviving over. I love playing this game that's about being the last one alive and not being the last one alive. Now, I am speaking from a solo player standpoint. Basically, every game I play Fortnite is as a solo, so that might change my mind a little bit on stuff compared to you, because maybe you're more of a duo or squads player, and I could see how this could be an argument for a duo or a trio or squad player, because when you're playing with your friends, you don't really need to win to have fun. It's you're just playing the game, you're chilling with your friends, you're having fun with your friends, right? Not the game. The game is not really the focus. It's more of you just doing something with your friends and playing with your friends. But nonetheless, I don't think Epic should really be catering towards any individual mode, like solos BR, zero build, any other mode, duos, trios, squads. They should not be catering to any of these modes. They should all be equally as fun for every mode. So when you're in solo, trying to go up against Dr. Doom, that is basically impossible to kill unless you have 3 squads, and there's nothing you can do, you're out of stuff to run away, you literally just die. So my verdict on it, things like the Infinity Blade, the planes, the ballers, people complain about those being OP. Those were never OP. Those were just powerful items, and they nerfed them a little bit. And now that they nerfed them slightly from being good to a little bit less good, people are oh my god, they're useless now. They're not OP like they used to be. They put charge on a baller and made it very slightly less bouncy. Wow, the whole item is completely ruined, bro. No, it's not. I played Chapter 3 Season 3. It was fun with the ballers. I like the ballers in the game, okay? It was fun, it was useful, it was good, especially in zero build. But my main thing is I just get sick of people saying, we need more overpowered weapons. We need more overpowered weapons. Why? Why do you want to have overpowered weapons? If you're playing with your friends, then I get it. But if you're solo, which if you're playing with your friends, you can't just ignore all the solo players over here that are actually enjoying the game, not for their friends. You can't just ignore them saying the game is being ruined because of what Epic is putting into there. They can't just cater to you because you don't even play the game for fun. You play the game for your friends to have fun with your friends. In my opinion, I don't think overpowered weapons have any place in Fortnite. It's just not what the game should be. Now, there can be powerful weapons, sure. There can still be RNG based weapons that give you a better chance of winning. But if you just have an insane power like the Dr. Doom ability in Chapter 5 Season 4, which I honestly didn't play a lot because that whole season was just stupid and filled to the brim with overpowered stuff, then that's just terrible. I don't think that should be in Fortnite. Now, I do have to give Fortnite props. They're not actually adding any overpowered stuff into the game. Thank you, Epic Games, for not completely ruining the game for casuals. Competitive casuals that do care about winning, okay? Competitive casuals are a thing. Casuals are one thing. If you're a casual, you don't care about winning. You're just playing the game for fun. If you're a competitive casual, it means you're playing the game to win, like you should be because it's a battle royale game, but also you're not in competitive. That is a competitive casual. And Epic definitely caters to competitive casual. That's what people don't understand. There is casual and there's competitive. and people just seem to think there's no in between, there's no gray. There is. It's casual competitive. And with the Godzilla thing, originally when they added that, or I heard they were gonna add that, I was like, oh god, here we go, another insanely overpowered item they're gonna add, ability they're gonna add, and it's gonna be more overpowered than anything they've ever added in the world. It's gonna ruin the game for any solo player, anyone that wants to actually have skill and try to win the game. It's gonna completely ruin the flow. Half the lobby's gonna be dead, and like the first circle, the thing is added, and pacing is already a big problem for Fortnite sometimes. Like people just still want 150, 200 lobbies. So, but when they eventually did add that, I was actually relieved because it was cool. It was fun. Like playing as Godzilla was fun, but you weren't overpowered. You could get a few kills, but it felt like you actually had to work for the kills. And here's the thing: people like cry and complain about it, like, oh my god, I'm running away from people instead of. But I watched Naked30's video. He is still killing people as Superman, so it's not impossible to get kills as Superman. And then even when you're playing as Superman, when you die, you still get to survive. So like, what are you complaining about? You're complaining about nothing. You don't even get the ability and then die. If Epic is going to do these transformations, it can't be like Doctor Doom again. They are not going to do another Doctor Doom season. Everyone hated that season. Everyone hated Wrecked. They're not going to do anything like that again, okay? So now I hear people like just begging and complaining for them to add that back. It's like, why? You know how the game performed in these seasons. You hated it. Everyone else hated it, but now you want it back. And now that they're doing the same thing, but it's nerfed and actually balanced, you're complaining. It's like this community has to make up its mind. And I think I know what it is with Naked30 and all the YouTubers saying Epic can't be scared to add overpowered things. The reason they don't is because they are not catering to content creators. Epic isn't just going to add like a million OP items into the game so all these content creators can just milk it dry, milk every single thing of it dry and get their content. It was like, oh my god guys, I killed the whole lobby, 80 kills with the Superman mythic. They're not going to do that. This game is more than just revolving around the content you can make from it as a YouTuber. And then I see like people saying, oh my god, back in chapter 1, the reason that was so memorable is because there was OP stuff in chapter 1. It was just the Thanos thing, and everyone did like Thanos at the time because it was a meme to like Thanos. Nobody was taking it seriously. It was a meme. But then when they kept going with that with original items like the Infinity Blade and the planes and the ballers, people like were throwing a fit, and everyone just forgets that people hated some of those seasons in Fortnite. Everyone just forgets that like people basically hated like season 6, season 7, season 8. People did not like these seasons when they were out, at least a majority. I liked all of them. I really did. Because those to me weren't OP. And the main thing, at least they were original, right? With all the OP stuff now, it's just like all these collabs that have no business being this OP and like having this much of a say in the meta of Fortnite. I still just don't think, to this day, that collabs should be altering the playstyle of BR, like just an insane amount. Here's the thing I've judged with every season. Every season it starts off good, so much original content, it's great, I'm playing it and having fun, and then like halfway through the season they're like, okay, now it's time for the collab part, and then that's when I quit the season most of the time because it just ruins the game. Basically my verdict is it's okay to have powerful items, but overpowered stuff just kills the game. No one has fun with overpowered items, and if you do, you're likely playing squads, duos, or trios. Or alternatively, you're a bot and you get no kills and it's the only way you can get kills. So basically this isn't even a complaint video to Epic. Like I'm glad Epic is not adding insanely overpowered mythics and abilities and stuff, because I'm seeing videos of Superman and I saw videos of Godzilla. It is powerful enough, bro. We do not need to make this powerful. It is already overpowered and you want to be more overpowered. Like, bro. But anyways, yeah. Congratulations, Epic Games, for having a balanced game. Do not give in to these people that I don't know what they're thinking, man. Alright, bye.